There's an old chair in my parents' house. It sits in the far corner of the attic, under the lowest beam, half in shadow. You wouldn't even notice it unless you were looking, but you always feel it, watching you, waiting. My parents moved into that house when I was 4. They told me never to touch the chair. Not in a funny, it's fragile kind of way. Not as a joke. Dead serious. Almost panicked. If you ever go up there, don't touch the chair. They didn't explain why, and they never said it again. The attic was my favorite place to play. I bring my toys, build little forts. But no matter how far I stayed, no matter how many blankets I used, the chair was always there, like a presence behind me. You know how kids sometimes just stop playing and stare into space? Yeah, I did that. A lot. One day I asked Mom, "Whose chair is that?" She froze, looked at me, and just said, "It was here before us." I didn't go up there again for years. But one night when I was 12, I had trouble sleeping. We had a storm, thunder, wind, and then the sound of footsteps above my room. In the attic, slow, heavy, deliberate. I got up, opened my door. The hallway light was off, but the attic hatch was open, hanging down. I should have run, but something pulled me toward it. Not physically, just a feeling like I was supposed to go, like someone had been waiting. I climbed the ladder, every step creaking louder than it should have. And when I poked my head through, the attic was dark, but I saw it. The chair. It wasn't in the corner anymore. It was in the middle of the room, facing me. The worst part? It was rocking, just a little, back and forth, and there was no wind. I went back down, didn't sleep the rest of the night. The next morning, I went up there with my dad. The chair was back in the corner, exactly where it had always been. But there was something new, a deep scratch mark across the floor, from the center back to the corner, like it had been dragged. I stopped going to the attic after that, but the chair didn't stop. A few weeks later, I started hearing creaks, not just in the attic, in the hallway, right outside my door, night after night, always around 3:17 a.m. Just slow, steady creaking, like someone rocking or pacing. Sometimes it sounded closer, sometimes farther, but always deliberate and always ending with the faintest sound, like with touching wood, like a chair coming to a stop. One night I snapped. I waited for the sound, then threw open my bedroom door with my phone, flashlight on. Nothing. But I swear, for a second, just a second, I saw the shape of the chair at the end of the hallway. Only it wasn't empty. There was someone sitting in it. Something, arms too long, neck slightly bent, like it had been waiting a long time to be seen. And just as fast, it vanished. That morning, I confronted my parents. They didn't deny it. In fact, my dad sat me down, and for the first time, he told me the truth. The chair didn't belong to them. It didn't belong to anyone living. It was here when we bought the house, he said. We tried to get rid of it 3 times. Once they donated it, it came back. 2 days later, on the porch, they burned it. That night, they heard a sound like screaming wood in the walls. And the next morning, it was back in the attic, unburned, untouched. The third time, they just left it alone and set one rule. No one touches the chair. I'm not proud of this. But last night, I broke that rule. I don't know why. I couldn't sleep. I felt it, that weight in the air, that pull. So I went up and I touched it. It was cold, like stone, like it wasn't made for people. And as soon as I did, everything changed. The house is wrong now. The walls feel closer. The lights dim by themselves. I hear whispering from inside the vents. My phone doesn't hold charge. And this morning, there was something new. A second chair, right next to the first one. Same shape, same wood. Only this time, it's facing mine. And I know, it wasn't there before. I don't know what happens if I sit down, but I think I'm supposed to.